His name means the mighty warrior, the fierce rock, the strongest foundation. Luanda Magere is his name, and he's from the Sidho clan. And Asuba Olosholang, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and it is time for you to get entertained. But before we get into it, first and foremost, I want to take this opportunity to say asanteni sana for keeping the channel going. It's been a while, but we are back, and I promise you this year is going to be amazing. So if you have not subscribed to Nkaulele TV Kenya, please kindly do so. Just go to your YouTube, search Nkaulele TV Kenya. Do not forget to subscribe and also to tap the notification bell so you can be notified each time I do an upload. And also do not forget to like, share, leave a comment. And it is good that you share with your friends out there, you know. And if you want to interact with us on our social media platforms, I am Nkaulele TV and Nkaulele TV Kenya on all social media platforms. So we need to get into this story. It is an interesting one, and it is a short one, and it is from Kenya, my motherland. Welcome. So guys, we have all heard of, you know, those wars za kitambo where the Maasais would fight a certain tribe, the Nandis would be fierce. Like, for those that have not watched the Kipsigis war, kindly go to my YouTube channel and do not forget to, you know, click on the link right here. It has the story. So it was obvious, like most tribes, then they would fight over pasture, cattle, even women, beautiful women. So today I'm gonna give you a story about Luanda Magere, who's actually from the Luo community, and they had issues, a bit of issues with the Nandi people. And you know, in my story I had told you guys that Nandi were feared and all that, but now, hey, I'm just about to tell you something else that, you know, made them also very belittled. So stories are told of Luanda Magere. Like I've said, this guy, when he was born, he was literally, you know, like that person. Unajua, like the way we say son, you know, Jesus, the son of God, Luanda Magere was that kind of person to the Luo people. Okay, and those days, the Nandi people were known for, you know, all of us know that the Nandi people are also nomads, so they would always go into other fields, into other people's farms, just because of their cattle and all. So, because they actually border the Luos, that meant and created a lot of problems. And all the time, the Nandis and the Luos were always fighting until this kid was born. Luanda Magere practically changed the whole story, and that is why you should stay tuned till the end of this story. So the Nandis and the Luos were arch nemesis, and the Nandis apparently are very good at fighting at night. I don't know if it's a Nandi thing, it's a Maasai thing. I don't know, come it's because nomads. You see, even when Maasais are moving their cattle, they actually do it at night mostly. Watch and see. So the Nandis were very good at fighting at night, while the Luos, sijui kama pia ni kupenda starehe. Usiku wanalala, mchana they are very good at fighting. So these people clashed. So at night when others are sleeping, others are fighting and stealing. In the daytime when others are cultivating their shambas and all that, others are still stealing. So it was such a mess. Anyways, during these wars, when Luanda Magere was just, you know, being told that today we are going to attack the Nandis because we need this, Luanda Magere, knowing his power and his capability, never used to bother with these small fights, you know. I'd picture him just sitting in front of his house, and always he used to carry a spear. And this spear is believed, people thought, is the one that was holding the power, but no, it wasn't. So he would just sit and aweka kaspia kake pale, and I'm thinking he's all African, ni mzee, anaitisha kastul na tumaziwa twake hapo. You know, you just think of an African old man who's so proud, yeah? So he'll just sit there. The Nandis and the Luos were there fighting. Today the Nandis, they want you to graze where the Luos now also want some things, you know. The only time Luanda Magere was actually found or seen in any battlefield is when his warriors would come back home and ask, hey, nikubaya. Okay, so he would be like, mama nani, ebu, leta hiyo mkuki yangu hapo, leta. He just wake up. And then, you know, this guy is a giant first and foremost. So each time he would stand, everyone would be freaking out. So anytime Luanda Magere stepped on any battlefield, trust me, nobody else will lose. Nobody else will win. His people will always walk home with gifts of cattle, sheep, goats, and guess what? the most cherished and the most prized possessions were their women. Nandi women are beautiful. I mean, if you can say that is true, you can just leave a comment down below. Their teeth as white and, you know, gosh, those women, they are beautiful. So what they used to do, Luanda Magere akisimama a fight, a win, he's gifted with kettle, anapatiwa tumbuzi hapo aende nazo, alafu naitwa we kuja hapa we ndo mrembo, we umeiva, we kuja. Luanda Magere is given that, and that's another wife. So Luanda Magere had women, you know, because he was just winning them in all battles. That is who Luanda Magere was. Well, kila kitu kiko na mwanzo, lazima kina mwisho. Luanda Magere, knowing the kind of women he's already gifted, he knew he had the best from the Nandi community, he had the best from the Luo community. He was, you know, getting there. Sasa huyu ni mwana, I don't know if you've watched any of my previous videos. Being an African man, having many women shows how wealthy you are. Actually, before cattle and all that, when you show your number of women, those are your wives, and your children, it shows you're wealthy. So this guy was wealthy already. He's a giant, he's all powerful, he's good, his warriors are perfect. So this guy alikuwa amefika. Well, sadly, one day, Luanda Magere actually was sick. And he called for his first wife. The first wife was also coming from the, you know, Luo community, because kabla wende nje, it was only fair that to start from home. So the first wife was from the Luo community. Akaitana, Mama Otieno. I don't know what they called their kids then, but he called. Uko happy? He was not feeling really well. He was just feeling really low. Everything was just a mess. And he knew there was a battle coming up front. So he was really, he needed medication. Akaitana, Mama Otieno, kuja, Mama so and so. Nobody is coming. The other wife came, and wife number 2, unfortunately or fortunately, was actually from the Nandi community. Akakuja, yes, my husband, what can I do for you? I was like, go to the forest. There's that tree, the tall tree. Just get me the roots and the herbs from that tree, and then you come home and I'll show you what to do. And just after that, the wife of course ran. Unajua unatumwa na mzee, unakimbia. You know, wives of kitambo were very obedient. Si kama sisi unafikiria mara mbili naenda ama nizee. Kwani huyu ana mikono? No. She ran and she went to the forest to collect the herbs. So Luanda was like, let me get to the house, and he went to the house. But mahali alikuwa amekaa, bado it was like just outside the door, so the shadow, the sun would still be up there na kuna shadow yake inaonekana. So he was chilling and waiting. I'm very relaxed. I'm just thinking he's taking something, you know. And then the wife came. Producer, nipatie jina ya Nandi.
Chebet.
Bas. Let's call her Chebet. So Chebet came and she was excited. She's doing something for the husband, because only the first wife was allowed to treat this guy. He had a lot of secrets, okay? So she was excited. Today I'm in notice. I'm gonna do this. Akakuja akamwambia akazi crush, you know, herbs, you have to do all that and make the concoction and all that. Did that. Sasa ndiye akamwambia, babe, naeka wapi dawa? And Luanda was like, mwambie ama nisimwambie? But anyway, he was in pain, so he had to. Fanya hivi, kuja. Unaona pale ile kivuli ile hiyo hapo, just cut away hiyo dawa hapo. Guess what? The secret was out. So the wife was like, babe, nikikata pale sasa wewe utapona aje, na wewe ndio unafaa kunywa dawa? Ati no, wewe kata tu weke. The wife was obedient and went and did her work. Akakata, and to her surprise, he was bleeding. Literally, the shadow was bleeding. So Luanda Magere, the name, the fierce rock, you know, is actually a real rock. So akakata, akanotice, oh my God, you're bleeding. Akaeka dawa rakaraka, akafunga na mchanga. The guy was getting better. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, just go and continue doing your chores. Mama nani akikuja atanipikia chakula. Wanawake ni wale. Bio, when night came, the wife started running to her village. akaenda akaita warriors, akamwambia come, I have something to tell you. Gosh, I know something. Guess what? This guy, if you want to kill him, do not touch his body. All you need to do, that shadow, that's all you need. So yeah, you guys are ready? Yes, I am sure. Akarudi. So the man didn't know what was happening. Mwanaume wake jamaa akakula, akarudi kwa kitanda jioni akalala. So the Nandis, immediately they heard this about Luanda Magere, started plotting. So that particular night, they surprised the Luos. Walikuja wakavamia. Walitandika kila mtu nini wakabeba vitu. But still, even without Luanda Magere waking up, they lost. They actually lost. I know most of you are like, hiyo imeishia hapo wali lose. No, they lost. The Luos still won. And the night came and they just, continued sleeping. But now, the Nandis, after losing and were heading home, one of them, I don't know, sijui mtu kibelembele, I don't even know what to call him. But this guy was like, hey, niendeni Batlakam. Kuna kitu tuliambiwa na nikanyi mjashika, so wacha mimi nirudi nini, niende nikashughulikia. And they're like, we tunaenda wote. So all the warriors came back. And now they started attacking the Luos again. This time, remember, it was dawn. And so the sun was coming up. And these guys were just there fighting. And Luanda Magere was called because this war had continued since jana usiku. So he wanted to see kwani ya watu wamepata nguvu wapi. So as usual, alikuja akasimama kwa rock yake. Akangoja aambiwe what is happening. So kusimama tu hivi. Jua nayo ni gani? You cannot control. So ndio huyo jamaa alipoona tu Luanda Magere amesimama akadunga hiyo shadow yake. Oh my God, that was that Luanda Magere froze. Literally he became rock. Immediately Luanda Magere froze. For those that have read the Bible, you know of Lot's wife, you know the way she turned to salt. This guy froze and was rock. There was a lot of wind that was blowing east-west. There was a lot of dust. Like, the hero has actually just fallen. Literally, everything changed. And immediately after the winds were blowing, there was a famine that followed and a drought for 2 years. The Luos, the Nandis, they suffered for 2 good years. Well, Luanda Magere's story has been narrated from one generation to the other. He is a hero all Luos are proud of and they will never forget. I'm sure you're thinking, kwani story imeisha? Yes, that's the end of our story today. It was a short story about our hero Luanda Magere, and it is said immediately he died, he started appearing in the dreams of the old people, the old men that were in that community, and he would show them where he died, where his wind blew, and that is why up to today there is actually a place in Luoland where people go to sit and just, talk and discuss about Luanda Magere. Well, my guys, as you can see, it is really getting dark. And why I'm narrating these stories at such hours is because they get interesting, especially at night. By the time I was young, my grandma used to narrate to us these particular stories because they were amazing and, easy to listen to at that particular hour. So guys, it is also time for me to go to the house. And again, soon I'll get you a story about one of Luya's heroes that maybe most of you have not heard of. So each time you hear there is an upload, kindly just check. There's something, and I'm sure there's something that you'd love to listen to. Bye-bye.